Interesting. It has been a long time since they had like a sort of little note about, hey, here's what's going on in this week's update. I want them to do this again. I like this. Welcome to the Winter Festival. The festivities have started and you're invited to join the fun. To start your winter adventures, find the sleigh in Jorvik that will take you to the Winter Village. You can find a sleigh near your home stable and in all major settlements in Jorvik. Whoa, what is happening? Oh. Okay, it's a tutorial. Oh, I probably shouldn't. I don't know if they were going to show me more. But either way, let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't even done the intro yet. Oh, I see. I understand. They're giving me a waypoint. Oh, it's actually like finishing the quest. Oh my gosh. Look at the little snowflake sparkles. Okay, hold on. We're too excited. Let's do an intro. Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, or should I say, warm winter wishes. It's UrsulasRevenge because today's update brings us the Winter Festival. That's kind of the whole intro. There's a lot to talk about. These festivals always have a lot to do right off the bat, and it can be very overwhelming, but we're gonna get through this together one bit at a time and have some fun in the Winter Village. First, let's talk about snow in Jorvik. So, when the Winter Festival comes, snow does blanket all of Jorvik. However, you can turn this off if you'd like. This year, it actually looks like there are 2 buttons. I don't recall this being an option last year because I know it is something that has frustrated players for a long time. Up at the top on PC, at least, there are options to toggle on and off the snow, and this year we actually have a second button that is to toggle off the blue and hazy filter that the snow brings with it. So they've separated that out this year. You can still have the snow without the blue hazy filter, or you could just get rid of the snow entirely, and when you do, that blue filter also goes away. I'm so glad that they finally separated it. If it is new this year, they didn't mention it in the news, but either way, it does save me a headache when I'm taking pictures because I don't have to like make new presets that look better with it. Like this one I made last year. Without any further ado, let's head over to Winter Village and see what it has to offer. Yo ho ho, you look like the festive type. Ready to go to the Winter Village and join in on the festivities? Sure am. I really thought the game was gonna crash there. Ooh, is this a new loading? This is a new loading screen. Welcome to the Winter Village. Hurry, there's no time for introductions. We need to get out of the way so we're not blocking the landing for other sleighs. Come on, follow me down to the village. Let's go. I don't even have to like... Oh, there he goes. Ooh. This is kind of a fun segment. So, I mean, right off the bat, like, I'm not even, like, accepting quests. This is still just from coming over on the sleigh ride. There's, like, fun cutscenes. I should have put on my music. Come on down, don't be scared. Sliding on the ice is fun. Alright, we're turning on the music. Is it just gonna be area music? That's fine. That can serve as our backdrop for now. Whee! Here we are. Now we can take things a bit slower. I might be repeating myself, but I can't say this enough. Welcome to the Winter Village, home of caprins, gnomes, and visitors from all over Jorvik. You are our guest here, Arya, and we hope that you will enjoy the festivities here this year. Things have changed, as they do every year, but the magic of winter is all the same. I don't want to keep you busy with my nonsense for long. Come talk to me again if you want to know more about what's going on here in the Winter Village. I really want to get you off to a good start, so I suggest you go talk to my friend over by the big board there next. That's where you can see all of the tasks that need doing every day. Doing these tasks can get you some sweet, sweet rewards. Tomtel! Welcome, this is the Gnome board. Oh, Arya, thank goodness you're here. We really need your help around the Winter Village. It's a total Gnomageddon. Well, you see, all the festivities in winter magic this time of year have the gnomes bouncing off the walls. Who are the gnomes, you ask? As you might have noticed, all around the Winter Village there are these tiny bearded fellows. They live here with us. We can't always see them since they use magic to hide sometimes. They usually help us out with chores like tending to the stables, plowing snow, things along those lines. Well, with the magic of the Winter Festival growing around this time of year, they seem to forget about all of that and focus more on having fun. But the problem is that they have too much energy and nowhere to focus it. Simply put, they're bored. Maybe you can help us out? I just need you to entertain them so the other folks around the Winter Village can focus on the Winter Festival. We built this board so that the gnomes and caprins alike can ask for help with different tasks. You can also use the board to find tasks to occupy the gnomes. Hopefully, you can get the gnomes off our backs for just a minute. Please. And of course, I'll make it worth your while by rewarding you with some goodies at the end of each week. Oh, who's this little fellow? He looks like he's not like the other gnomes. Anyway, we really appreciate the help. Ooh, okay. So, like I said, sometimes having so many things to do around the festivals can get a bit overwhelming, which is why I'm really glad that they've implemented this chore board, kind of like how we saw in Summer Days, actually exactly like we saw in Summer Days, because every day it will show you your tasks that you can do, and doing these tasks will earn you 1 point for every task you do. Essentially, each level will unlock each week. So for level 1, we need 30 points. So we will have to come back here and do these things every day until we get 30 points. Then we can claim our first reward, which in this case looks to be a saddlebag pet. Something nice that they are doing differently from the Summer Days, I guess maybe just because winter has so many things for you to do, in addition to all of the new gnome themed items, they've separated it out quests and races. So you can see all the races that are available at a single time here, and all the quests that are available for dailies. Typically, these things would also give you tokens. So we're going to go check out all of these things and see what they're about and how many tokens you get. With 2 races and 4 quests, that is 6 activities you can do a day. Divided by 30 points means that you can finish level 1 in 5 days if you're diligent and do everything every day. That said, however, if you don't get 30 points by the end of the first week, you will still have a chance to keep earning points as the event goes on. You just won't be able to unlock level 2 until you complete level 1. And level 2 won't unlock until the 2nd week. Level 3 won't unlock until the 3rd week. And level 4 won't unlock till the 4th week. And you will have plenty of time because this event will last for 5 weeks. So, also, as the event goes on, each week more activities will be added to the quest section and the race section. So you will have more opportunities to earn points each and every day the longer the event goes on. On your map, you will notice that there are 6 yellow exclamation points. Conveniently, these are all the 6 things that are on the chore board for this week. Let's tackle these one at a time. Hey you! Everyone are so busy spending time preparing, baking cookies, and putting up decorations that they're forgetting what the holidays are all about. That's right, to go fast. I set up a riding trail through the village so everyone can watch you go. Don't worry if anyone gets in the way. That's on them. What are you waiting for? Get to it! Yay! Winter tokens! You showed them some holiday spirit. Worried that you disrupted the preparations? Nah, everyone needs less baking and more racing in this village. Come back anytime to make another trip around the village. What's better than dashing through the snow, slipping and sliding on the ice, of course? Who needs ice skates when you've got a sure-footed steed such as Champion? Go ahead, give it a whirl. Ready? Oh, wait, Arya, I forgot to warn you about the obstacles. The caverns around here are the worst sleigh drivers. They fly too fast and too low. Stuff is always falling off their sleighs and onto the path of unwitting riders. Just keep your eyes open and you'll be fine. Okay, now you can get ready, set, go. okay. That's good at least. So this race used to add like obstacles that would pop up from the presents falling off of the sleigh. And they would always pop up too late for me. I would always kind of get to them before they would pop up, and then I would run into an invisible obstacle. They're not popping up this year. I'm guessing it's because they weren't supposed to be delayed. So it looks like they've just removed them altogether, which is good. That was always really frustrating. Now that we've done both the races, let's get to the quest. So in Winter Village, kind of close to Yule Tree, we have Sparkle. Please, you have to help us. We have received reports of decoration emergency in Jorvik, and the gnomes have found out. My poor nerves can't take it, please. Travel to Jorvik and assist the Decorator. Oh, the mysterious Decorator. From the blog post. Let's find out what that's about. Oh, thank my lucky snowflakes. You see, this caught the attention of the Decorator. Gulp. He's not looking at me, is he? Oh, star skies above. Don't say he's looking at me. What if he thinks I don't sparkle enough? Oh, I think we're okay. Our reports say that the stable and courtyard in Moorland are lacking decorations to a critical degree. So, take the Decorator with you and help him solve the disaster. Be quick and don't mess it up. Exposing the Decorator to poorly done winter decorations can bring doom on the whole of Jorvik. Just so you know, may the Decorator have mercy on you. Safe travels. Oh, he's in a basket! How cute is that? Alright, Decorator, let's go. You're cute. Oh my god. Wow, okay. So it's asking to confirm if I want to go back to Jorvik. Yes, I do want to go to Jorvik. Alright. To Moorland. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's an order we're supposed to press these in. So I'm guessing this is 1 and 2 and 3. Is that not correct? Oh! Whoops. Oh, okay. If you mess up, you can just click. So they want 1 gnome, 2 presents, and 3 Yule goats. Oh, how cute. Decorator jumps back on your horse. There's 1 more location to decorate. Okay, so whatever sign he holds up is the amount of decorations he wants. If you press too many, just keep going until it clears them all. It looked like a max of 5. 1 plant, 2 wreaths, 3 presents. 1, 2, 3. Easy. 1, 2, 3. Cute. You might be imagining it, but there seems to be a hint of a smile behind the Decorator's mustache. Cute. Alright, cool. And he went back to the Winter Village. So far, it looks like I've only gotten tokens from the races, but let's see if any of the other activities will give me some tokens. For the next activity, also near the Yule Tree, we have another quest from Marble. Hello there, Arya. You wouldn't be able to help me by taking some gnomes sightseeing. You do? Did I read that right? Great! Why don't you take these gnomes on a tour of the Winter Village before I let you take them to Jorvik for longer tours? Just take the gnomes to the next stop of the tour and my assistant will handle the rest. Okay, we are getting more tokens. That's great. All aboard! Fantastic. Today we're taking a tour of the Winter Village. Let's go. Welcome to the heart of the Winter Village, the shopping district. There's some shops for you and your horse. What's that, Mr. Gnome? No, sorry, nothing for a gnome. Let's move on to the next stop. The photo booths. If you want to take a photo of yourself or with your friends, pick a background and stand in front before snapping the shot. Moving on. Okay, so it looks like this intro quest for this activity is also the tutorial for the Winter Village. So if this is your first time here, this is a great one to do. Snowy the Snowman, don't you love him? Gnomes and snowmen go together like ice in the back of your neck. You just want to scream with joy. If you want to help Snowy get dressed up for the season, just go up and talk to him, and he'll tell you all about it. Alright, right up to the next tour stop. Let's go. So Snowy the Snowman is typically one of the Aurora activities, but it looks like he's a permanent fixture, unless this is just part of the quest. Horses! I know you gnomes love horses, so why don't you just jump off that horse and go play with the other ones here? Thank you for taking this tour. We hope to see you again soon. Short and sweet. Okay. Okay, now that was Gnome Sightseeing. Let me just see real quick if that is another daily. It does look like it is. It is, and it will grant... Oh, +1 reputation with gnomes. So, okay, so this is one of the ones from the board. Okay, good to know. So the tutorial quest for this was just also the Sightseeing quest tutorial for Winter Village, so which is good to know. This will probably take us, yeah, Sightseeing in Jorvik. So now for the daily, we will go somewhere else in Jorvik. So it actually looks like it may be worth it to pick up this quest and the Decorator's quest, and just do those both when you're out in the mainland. Unless it only lets you put one on the back of your horse at a time, because that would, I could see that also being a possibility. Moving on to kind of like this smaller ice lake. There's a little quest here with Bauble. Hiya, Arya. I'm in charge of babysitting here in the village. Best job ever. I get to spend all day hanging out with the baby gnomes and all the cute animals around here. More tokens. Do you know how to see difference between baby and an adult gnome? It's all in the mustache. The bigger and more magnificent, the older. Oh, look at them. They're all tired after playing in the snow. Especially the animals are in need of a break. Alright, kids. Time to stop playing. The animals need to rest. Upset squeaks. I mean it. No fussing. It's nap time. Screech. Oh dear, this simply will not do. I know I shouldn't have fed them all those candy canes earlier. Arya, can you help me gather the gnomes? The poor animals need some rest if they're going to be able to play this entire winter season. Okay, collect baby gnomes. Oh, we don't even have to click on them. We just have to be able to navigate the ice. They're so small. There we go. Thank you, Arya. You're a natural. Don't tell me that. Alright, and our last activity will take us to the other side of the larger frozen lake. To Bridle. Snoring, boring. Oh, hello, Arya. I'm Bridle, the Winter Village's magical horse attendant. You wouldn't have some time left over, would you? Okay, ooh, this one's giving us player experience, but no tokens. You do? Awesome. As you probably noticed, the Winter Village has a lot of magic tied to it, so it's only natural that some of Jorvik's magical horses would be drawn here. Me? Well, part of my job is to make sure they're doing all right. But I have a bit of a problem, you see. I was in a horrible sleigh accident last week, and I hurt my shoulder. Yes, so now I can't possibly make it around to all the horses, and I could use some help. Could you help me check on the horses and make sure they're doing all right, just until my shoulder's healed? Really appreciate it. Just make sure the horses are calm and safe. Okay, so now we have to go look for magic horses. Oh. Okay. This is another one of the Aurora activities that would appear around the Winter Village. So it looks like this is also no longer an Aurora activity, but part of a daily we can do instead. If you don't really know what I'm talking about for the Aurora activities, like the, I guess, Halloween event where you would have the soul tornadoes, the Winter Village had auroras, so you'd get kind of like a beacon in the sky with like these like little spindly guys, the auroras in the sky. You'd follow it. There would be like 2 or 3 in the Winter Village, and then like I think 2 in the mainland Jorvik, every hour. So you could go between Jorvik and Winter Village and do like a couple of activities. They didn't really give you that much. I think you would get a winter token for either doing the activity or making it to the area. They kind of got a little stale, and after you got a token from one activity, if the same activity popped up again, you wouldn't get another token for doing it. You could only get a token per each activity once per day. So I wound up eventually, since I had so many tokens, just not doing them anymore after a certain point, and they weren't keeping me online any longer. I don't know if they're actually going to appear like every couple hours. There's nothing in the news about them. I assume that they weren't happening this year, just based off of the blog post. But, I mean, as of currently recording, I have not seen one yet. Thank you. This is no one-time job. So if you have the time, I'd really appreciate it if you could come back daily and help me out. Just until my, what was it, knee? Yeah, knee is healed. Okay, Bridle. Yeah, still no player experience this time and no tokens for the daily. But I think that was, is that one that's with the gnomes? Yeah, that is one of the chore boards. Oh, okay. Back at the board, it's worth saying that you'll see that I only have one check mark. Only the Decorator's quest that I did was technically the blue exclamation point version. The other ones I did were just the tutorial yellow versions. So I will have to go back and do the blue quests in order to get everything done. Now, interestingly, the yellow quests, even though they don't check off the board, still give you points. So your first day, you will get 2 points. You'll get one for the yellow quest and the blue quest. So it's actually even going to be less time than anticipated. So not even 5 days. Because if I do, this will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 just on the first day for being able to double up. So anyways, I will do that later. There's more to talk about in the Winter Village. Starting with, let's talk about the Yule tree. So you may notice that there is only one present under the tree, and this was something that I did speculate when we talked about the blog post, or was it the next up in Jorvik? I think it was the next up in Jorvik. They have changed the way that the Yule tree is going to work this year. Historically, what they've done is when the Winter Festival arrives, you get backdated presents. So if the Winter Festival starts on the 3rd, you would have 3 presents under the tree. They would do presents, one for every day of December, specifically. So then after December, when you would have that extra last week of the Winter Festival, there would be no more presents to collect since December was over. And that's kind of like the winding down of the festival. This year, since the event starts at the 10th and it is going until the last day will be the 13th, come the 14th, it'll be gone. They have changed it up this year so that we get one present for for 31 days. We'll have presents. So we will have presents under the tree through, I believe the news said January 9th. Every day until January 9th, we will have a new present under the Yule tree for us to collect. Honestly, I don't mind it because we're still getting the same amount of gifts. It's still 31 gifts. It's just going to last longer through the festival instead of just kind of like ending on the 31st and then lazing through the last week of the event. In this case, it'll be 2 weeks past. But yeah, so we have a Yule tree. So let's see what's in store for day number 1. Redeem codes, Soul and Skull. I guess this is a good time to talk about this redeem code board. So it looks like there will be 5 redeem codes in the presents, and those redeem codes can be used on the website. If you did not know that, I'm sure it tells you here in this little information panel. In some Yule gifts, you will find redeem codes. These will be displayed on the redeem code board. To exchange a redeem code for a reward, log into your account on starstable.com or the game launcher and enter the code in the redeem code window. If you have any questions, please look at the help section of starstable.com. So I'll walk you through this. So on the Star Stable website, when you log into your account, on the right side, there is a section called redeem codes. You can also do this in the launcher. I just can't open the launcher because my game is currently open to tell you where it is. But at least on the website, you can do this here. So we are looking for Soul and Skull. Yeehaw. Wow, we got star coins. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot how much I had. How many star coins was that? 50 star coins. I'm glad that they added this redeem code board because after the present's gone, the name tag disappears, and sometimes with the leaves in years past, it's been hard to see what the codes actually are, and you'd have to ask somebody to repeat it or whatever. So having the redeem, or maybe you just completely forget to redeem it altogether because you're going to do it after you log out or something like that. Either way, having this here is nice. We also know that we will have 5 redeem codes total under the Yule tree, and until they get unwrapped, they will stay covered. Kind of wonder, because sometimes have letters floating. Maybe it is part of the texture. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, okay, this isn't part of the news, but I need to know. So over here's the jumping arena. There will be a quest here later. Oh, there's dressage letters here. Yes, my beloved. The props. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. In years past, this wouldn't unlock until later in the event. I'm so glad it's available day 1, because I want to host a jumping event, and I want to do jumping events that are here. So I will make course maps for this. I'm so excited. Okay. More jumping. Yay. I'm so excited to make course maps. We also have some new magic horses this year, so you might notice that some of the stalls are a bit empty. However, that is simply because they will be arriving later. This year, they are focusing on just the 2 new ones on the first week, just like we had last year in the Winter Village, but also like we had at the Halloween event. They are starting off with the 2 new horses, Sol and Mani. Sol and Mani are based off of the Andalusian model and are reminiscent of Winter Mornings and Winter Nights. You can pick up either Sol or Mani for 950 star coins. These ones both have really interesting features. So Sol has a radiant animated texture that's kind of like, if you kind of imagine like dust being blown off of a snowdrift, that's kind of what it's reminding me of. She's got a really beautiful mane with adornments and details, as well as a cute little tail decoration and braid. Mani, on the other hand, doesn't have as many adornments. However, her coat is also animated, kind of like a winter night sky, and she has like snow frosted tips on her mane and tail, kind of like how you would expect after walking in the snow for a while, how your hair would also be frozen on the ends. Players, and myself included, have wanted a horse like Mani for so long because it's kind of reminiscent of Night Dust's coat, and like how they've got like this like magical like galaxy coat that moves if you look at them. Not quite parallax, although kind of a little bit. If you move, the animation also, or the texture also moves. Not like it was like a set image in space that your horse is running over, kind of like a parallax texture, but it's animated nonetheless, and honestly, it's kind of cool. I was on the fence about getting either of these horses. I love how much more adorned Sol is. I love her mane. It's so unique, so beautiful. I love the tail. These little kind of like butt spikes are similar to like what Audra has. I don't hate it. I think it's kind of cool. I'm not, honestly, maybe controversial, I'm not actually even like that big of a fan of like this stripe marking. I was originally thinking like, oh, it would have been cool if this one had it as well. But honestly, I kind of prefer it without. I'm less likely to get Sol, even though I do really like her mane and tail, simply because I'm just not a sunshiny person. I am much more of a moon person. And I was a little disappointed because Mani's mane isn't as detailed as Sol's, but as I'm looking at it, it does have a lot of little wisps in it. It does have a custom texture. I mean, and I do like the braid. I think it's cute. Something I wasn't able to see in the videos is the tail, though. And the tail is stunning. It is so pretty. It kind of makes up for it a little bit for me. And I've always kind of wanted a horse like Night Dust. So I might get Mani. Not today, but maybe by the end of the event. The 2 magical horses also have matching pets that came out with them. We have Hati that goes with Mani and Skull that goes with Sol, which is why today's code was Sol and Skull. Both foxes are available for 350 star coins. Would you believe me if I said that there were still 4 more things to talk about in this update? 5, actually. Let's talk about the first one, which is shops. This is the last thing to talk about in the Winter Village, but there is a slew of shops open now in the Winter Village. There is the token shop that's got, does it have the new token outfits? It doesn't have the new token outfits yet. Why would you do this to me? There is supposed to be 2 new token sets this year. I don't know when they're going to be released. I guess they want people to use their winter tokens on some of the older things first, because the token shop can be a little overwhelming. As you see, I've already collected everything, and I have like 750 winter tokens burning in my storage. But I digress. I guess whenever it does come out, I will be prepared. The Crisp Collections Boutique. Let's see if there's anything new in this shop. The Dark Pine set is returning from last year. The Toasted Marshmallow set's returning. The Cinnamon Bliss set's returning. London Fog is here, even though it's also in Global Shop. Down to Earth winter set, is that this? Yes, I actually really love that set. There's nothing new in this shop either. Isn't this the new shop, the newer stuff shop? This is the accessory shop. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the older stuff. Temperature Shock shop. This is hot chocolate marshmallow. There's the animal shirt stuff. Ooh, there's a Yeti shirt. The Bear Hug set, the Howdy Holiday set. This is older sets for sure. Why didn't they add the new clothing yet? Sweater weather import. These are the sweaters that oh no, these aren't the ones that they retired. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they are. I thought they retired these. Because I was going to get this one or this one last year, but then there was the one that came out with Eric. And I was like, oh, well, I don't need to. Okay. Well, I know that there are for sure new outfits by the Magic Horses, and I always forget to go to this shop. I'm always standing right next to it, and I always forget. But in this shop, we have the outfits that are related to the magical horses specifically. So there's Monty set and Soul set, and these and like Lepkuchin, Vettel, Hortensia and Eric. These are the ones that go with them. I guess these are just the outfits that they're adding this time around. I guess more outfits will come out. Well, I mean, we know more outfits will come out as the Winter Festival progresses. I'm a little bit disappointed because there was a couple of outfits that I really wanted to buy and wear like this week, but I guess I'll have to wait. I absolutely despise the Solaris set. It's too gaudy. It's so bright. I don't like it. But I do really like some of the pieces of the Celine set. I like the shorts with the leggings. I like the hat. I like the sweater. The saddle pad I really, really like. So I'm going to get a couple pieces. Honestly, I might get the yellow beret just to have the yellow beret. I usually like the shorts with the tights. I'm not a big fan on the white on white. I guess this one is really supposed to go underneath the dress, but I digress. The set is not for me at all in the slightest, but there will be pieces I'll get of the blue one. All right, I guess so. More to come on the shops as the event progresses. The thing is, like, I know there's like 8 outfits or something ridiculous that's available for this event. One of them is the Trailblazer set, which we didn't even get a chance to talk about yet. 2 of them are ones that go with magic horses. One of them is underneath the Yule tree. There's another one that's like the one that's underneath the Yule tree that will be available for purchase. There's 2 that will be available for New Year's, so those will be on like the second to last week. How many was that? And there's like one more set, maybe 1 or 2 more sets that I don't think, maybe 1 or 2 more sets? Unless it was tokens and I'm miscounting. Either way, there's a lot of sets being released this Winter Festival, and only 2 of them are available right now. So, well, I guess technically 3 because we haven't talked about the Trailblazer track, which I guess that's a good segue. So we do have a current active Trailblazer, which is the Trail of the Northern Lights. You can access it by pressing 2 on your keyboard or by pressing the little Trailblazer track compass at the bottom right of your screen. I think it's at the top on mobile. Oh wow, I underestimated how many quests we actually did so far. So from now through January 13th, it'll be gone on January 14th. We have an active Trailblazer track. The Trailblazer track is Starseal's version of a battle pass, and in it you can earn rewards just by playing the game, doing things you normally do. We didn't even have to try to get to level 2 just by doing Winter Village stuff. If you have specific questions, I definitely recommend checking out the exclamation point. It'll tell you everything about how it works, but just in case you're new here, there are different activities that you can do around the world of Jorvik. Pretty much everything you can do will contribute to getting points on the Trailblazer track. Doing things like races, quests, anything with a yellow or blue exclamation point will count as an activity. You get points for each activity you do, not specific activities. So here's the breakdown. For the first 4 activities you do, you will get 100 points for each of those activities. The next 5 to 8 activities will get you 80 points per each activity. 9 to 12 will get you 60 points, and anything beyond that will get you 10 points per activity. Like I mentioned, anything with a yellow or blue exclamation point quest, races, stuff like that counts as activities. Other things that count are finding the magic horses in Valedale. If you have that part of the Path of Magic unlocked, doing the runestone puzzles where you're trying to like move and shift the little dots to make the different patterns. Doing the match the symbols in Valedale also counts as an activity. Chasing down a wisp also counts as an activity. Opening satchels counts as an activity, and that's just all in Hollow Woods that aren't necessarily yellow or blue exclamation point quests. Taking care of your horse also counts as an activity. That's doing all 4 things: feeding, brushing, hoof picking, and giving them water. I always forget to mention some, but basically, doing activities gets you points. There is another way to get points, and that's through gatherables. Gatherables are your light in Hollow Woods, Ferris flowers around the world, harvesting flowers from your Valedale garden, or collecting recyclables around the map. Each of those things will get you 1 point per thing you get, which doesn't sound like a lot, but especially in the case of light, it adds up quickly. Sometimes you will see something called a bonus point day or bonus trail point days. And what that does is during the length that is active, you will get an extra 30 points per activity. So instead of getting 100 for your first 4 activities, you'll get 130 for each, going all the way down the line until you are at activity 12 plus, where you get 40 points per each activity. And gatherables will give you an additional 2 points per gatherable for a total of 3 points per each light, recyclable, flower, you name it. We don't know in advance when these bonus trail point days will happen, but they will usually be mentioned in the news or on Star Stable's social media, so keep an eye out there for more information. Another way to earn points is just to click this claim daily points button, because it will give you an additional 450 points every day you remember to do that. There are 35 levels of things to unlock, including different things like usable items like these Jolly Hoof treats, stable care coupons, jars of wisdom, shiny gemstones, which can be sold for 1,000 each, travel dust, which is just basically free trailering that you can use from your inventory. You will also get things like Ferris flowers, that is your jute, chamomile, rubia, etc. And the most exciting items from the Trailblazer track are always the outfits and tech. This time around, we are getting a set called the Arctic Western set. It includes a Western saddle, a saddle pad, a rope halter styled bridle, open front leg boots, a saddlebag, and the outfit includes a jacket, pants, Western boots, gloves, and an aviator style hat. If you're not able to complete the Trailblazer track in time, do not fear, the outfit and tack will be available again in Global Shop in a couple months. Usually it's about 6 months. They've estimated it'll be in-game in July. I've done a lot of guides on the Trailblazer track in the past. I definitely recommend checking some of those out, just because there's already a lot to do in this video. But I gave a lot of tips and tricks in some of the other videos, so definitely go check those out. But generally, you're going to want to try and do what I call your daily minimum, which is doing at least 12 activities every single day, so you can maximize the amount of points you get on each day. So if you only have like 3 minutes to spend on Star Stable a day, do the stable chores inside your home stable for 3 points. Do the ones outside your stable for another 3 activities. So you're already halfway there with 6 activities down. And then you just need to pick 6 additional things. That could be taking care of your horse, could be doing races around the area, it could be doing another stable chores, you name it. So I usually try to tell people to use your home stable to your advantage. Because it is free, you can move to an area that has more activities that you prefer to do. Or honestly, since you're probably going to be logging in to do Winter Village stuff anyway, just use the Winter Village, because currently there's 6 activities you can do a day anyway. So you could just do your home stable, your outside home stable, and then the 6 activities currently available in the Winter Village. Obviously, as the Winter Village continues, there will be more activities every single day, so you might even be able to do your daily minimum within the village at some point. We'll find out. This festival also has an active champion ranks. Champion ranks, you get points for doing championships, and then when you earn a certain amount of points, either 2, 12, 24, 48, moving on all the way to 250 points, you earn a ribbon. So this is just kind of like incentive to do championships. Currently, you will see that it says the season has ended. This will become active at 9:30 a.m. server time. It's currently 5:42 a.m. on my server. So not currently active, and I can't show you what... Actually, can I show you what the ribbons look like? I can. It works. So we've got the Oh Dear Ribbon, Mary Berry, Berry Yummy, Gnomegeddon, Midwinter Moon, Winter Warmth, and Gnoming Around. So these aren't my favorite ribbons, to be completely honest, but I've collected them all so far, so I'll be collecting them again. You get points based off of where you place in the championship. So if you are 1st to 4th place, you'll get 5 victory points, 5 to 8, you'll get 4, 9 to 12, you get 3, 13 to 16, you'll get 2, and 17 to 20, you get 1. I believe if you foul out, you still get 1. You just don't get like your 200 Jorvik shillings in your mailbox, but I'm pretty sure you do still get a victory point. Of these, I'm really only looking for Mary Berry. I think it's super cute, but that's really the only one I'm kind of interested in actually using. Still gonna collect them, obviously, they're trophies. But yeah. Yeah, that was a little bare bones, but I mean, it's not our first rodeo. We've done champion ranks before. We also have some new hairstyles at the Fort Pinta Salon. Oh, I probably should have turned off the snow, but it's fine. We have this cute new kind of like choppy layered with like baby bang look. It is so cute. We have it in 9 new colors, including some that have like different dyed tips. These are permanent, so there's like no rush to get these at all. These will be available all year long in the Fort Pinta Salon. Whoa, I feel like the floor here is... Oh, maybe it's because... Is it because of the snow? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, the snow does not play well with Dino Valley at all. Anyways, we're at Dino Valley for one last order of business, and it's to talk about Brinicle here. So over at Isengate, Star Stable has moved one of the winter horses here. So we've noticed in the last year that they've been kind of not retiring like permanently, but like retiring some horses from the events that they were created for. So like Pepita and Wood Ear are now permanent fixtures outside of Jasper's farm, and now Brinicle has added the roster of retired event horses and has been made permanently available outside of the gate of Isengate, not Isendell. So if you'd like to get Brinicle, you'll just have to come over to Dino Valley to get him, but he will permanently be here and no longer available at the Winter Festival. How your 299 star coins, that's not bad at all. What is your non-magic? Oh god, you still have that stupid look. Okay. Sure. Well, I'm sure I talked off your ears enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. Let me know what you're most excited for about this Winter Festival. Personally, I cannot wait for them to add more clothes to the shops, including the token items. But overall, I am very, very excited that the Winter Festival is back. There's a lot to do and plenty to keep us online between the champion ranks and the trailblazer track and just the general dailies to do around the Winter Village. So I'm excited. Hopefully I get to host some events or be part of some events this season. But with all of that said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!